Okay, so we are on 5.1, representing relations. So we're going to learn about relations, functions, and how they kind of relate together. So 5.1, representing relations. A set is a collection of distinct objects. An element of a set is one object in the set. A relation associates the elements of one set with the elements of another set. One way to write a set is to list the elements inside braces or curvy brackets. For instance, the set of natural numbers of 1 to 5 is, within these nice swervy brackets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The order of the elements does not matter, but is typically written in ascending order numerically or alphabetically for words. And we have this relation here. So an apple may have the color red. So this is the element of the first set, the association, and the second set. There are different ways we can relate this and order this. We can have a set of ordered pairs, so we can see that each of these is talking about an apple, color, and each one has that. So this is talking specifically about fruit, not just an apple. So this is fruit in relation to its color. We can also represent this as a table. So the heading of each column describes each set. So this is the set of fruit and the set of color. We can also have this as an arrow diagram. You'll work with this one a lot. So the two ovals represent the sets. Each arrow associates an element of the first set with an element of a second set. So we can see that this says an apple may have the color green, red. A blueberry may have the color blue. A cherry may have the color red. And a huckleberry may have the color blue. And that's following these lines. The order of words in the order pairs, the columns in the table, and the ovals in the arrow diagram is important. It makes sense to say an apple may have the color red, but it makes no sense to say red may have the color apple or red may have the fruit apple. That is, a relation has direction from one set to the other set. Now, representing a relation given as a table. So northern communities can be associated with the territories that are in. Consider this relation. So we have these communities. Oh, goodness. Let's lock that into place before that happens again. So we have these communities here. Let's try that again. I'm having some issues, guys. There we go. Community, territory. And it wants us to describe this relation in words. So we're talking about a community of Hay River may belong in the territory of the Northwest Territories. Does that make sense? Qualit is located in Nunavut. Nanasavik is located in Nunavut. Old Crow is located in Yukon. Yeah, that sounds pretty close to what I want. So then if I want to represent this as a set of ordered pairs, I would have community, comma, territory. And you can shorten these anyway as long as they make sense and they don't duplicate. And then if I wanted to represent this as an arrow diagram, toss you out of the way here, we say Hay River is located in, and you follow the arrow here, the Northwest Territories. And you would follow that. And then we can also talk about representing a relation given as a bar graph and how to change that. So different breeds of dog can be associated with their average height, mean heights. Consider the relation represented by this graph here. Represent the relation as a table. So I would have breed of dog as one and the mean height as the other. From science, you should remember independent, dependent variables and tables. So you should know that the breed of dog should be on the left and the mean height should be on the right. And then if I wanted to represent this as an arrow diagram, the Afghan hound, for instance, has a mean height of, follow the arrow, 75 centimeters. Okay, and identifying a relation from a diagram. So a western city is within 1 hour driving distance of another western city. So it's just describing two different cities that are within an hour driving distance of each other. And two ordered pairs that belong to the relation from the textbook would be, I think they listed like Edmonton and something else. For us, we could list something as Regina, Avonlea, or Avonlea, Moose Jaw. Doesn't really matter. There's lots of open-ended ones for that. Take your time with this. Go through. Make sure you write down your answers. Type them up if you need to. I definitely did a lot of mine on typing because it was faster for me. So just make sure that you get them all done.